Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm going to be going over the most brutal dating mistakes that you guys make with women that could be holding you back from getting the girl you want, or getting a date in general, or getting a second date. I've seen some guys do these things before they even meet the girl that they're going out with, so just something to keep in mind. The world would be a better place, and all of you will be better off if you just don't do these things. So let's get started. Number one, trying to impress. So I think the biggest issue with this one is that normally when you're trying to impress someone, or you're going above and beyond or going out of your way to try to flaunt things, you're often not yourself. And I think that's the biggest issue with this, is that you're coming across as someone that you aren't even being the real you, which is an issue. So you shouldn't be trying to flaunt or show off or whatever it is. Just be yourself. And when I say just be yourself, I want you guys to understand that I don't mean be the worst version of yourself possible, be sloppy, be a mess, be mean and rude. What I mean is be the best version of yourself. So a first date, or when you're talking to someone, is kind of like a job interview. You want to put your best foot forward and, show what you have to offer and a reason why that other person would even be interested in you. So you want to, like I said, put your best foot forward. It's kind of like a fun interview, not even just for first dates, but for making a good first impression on your Instagram or a dating profile, or when you're talking to her. You're going to want to keep this in mind. You should want the person that you're on a date with to like you back for the real you. And even before you meet someone, you should not be trying to be someone that you're not, or be cocky or arrogant or flaunting everything that you have or things that you don't have. I see a lot of guys do that as well. You should not be manipulating, you should not be lying or exaggerating the true version of yourself. You should just be you, and if the person doesn't like that, that's their loss. Another thing I want to point out here that I see a lot of guys doing is you get so fixated on if this person likes you, or if you're making a good first impression, or if you're, liked by this person, so much so that you don't even stop to think if you like them. And that's how some of you guys get into these relationships where you're like, oh, I don't even like this person, I just wanted them to like me. And I think a lot of times the people who are trying to impress and spend so much of their time and energy on that, rather than focusing on if they even like the person, ends up in this terrible situation. So you don't need to try to impress anybody. Impressing someone and flaunting and being arrogant and cocky is very different than just showing up as your best self and putting your best foot forward. Number two, this is a bad one, and it's drinking too much. So this one is going to be more for when you're already out with this girl. If you're drinking, too much before you meet her, she's not really going to know that. But I think this becomes an issue when you go out on a date with someone and they are getting way too out of control. They're getting sloppy. They can't control themselves. And ultimately, sometimes when you drink too much, you're not able to be the best version of yourself that you would want to be. You don't necessarily come across in the best light sometimes. I think alcohol can bring out the worst in a lot of people. So it's totally okay to go out with a girl and have a drink with her, or go to a bar, or whatever it is. If that's up your guys' alley, then that's totally fine. Some people like to drink, some people don't, and it's totally up to you. But don't let it get to a point where you get sloppy. You want to be very in control of your behavior all the time, but especially when you're meeting someone new on a first date or a second date or whatever it is. But if you want to make a good first impression, being in control of your behavior is a good first step. You guys can argue with me all you want, but first impressions are important, I promise. And it would be a huge red flag to me if I went on a first date with a guy, or a date in general, and he got really sloppy drunk and out of control. I would probably not go back out with him again if that was the case. So just something to keep in mind. Like I said, it's totally okay to have a drink or two, or do whatever you want. Just try to keep in control of yourself and not get sloppy drunk, because that's not a good look on anybody. Number three, we have obsessive behavior, and I see this happen so much. I talked about it in my interview with Hafiz. He called it one-itis. I think someone else referred to it as that. And it's something that is a huge problem, especially nowadays with the rise of social media. People are getting obsessed with someone that they've never even met before. How do you know if you like someone that you've never met? The answer is simple. I promise you do not. So don't waste all of your time and your effort and your energy getting so obsessed over one person that you've never met before, or even someone that you saw and you don't even know if you like them, even if it was in person. Don't spend so much time getting so fixated on someone that you've never met, or that you don't even know if you like, or that isn't giving you a chance, or isn't reciprocating the time and effort and energy that you're giving to them. stop being so obsessive. This could be you calling and texting them 24/7. This could be you trying to make plans with them all day, every day, bombarding them on Instagram DMs. I think this one can definitely happen before you know someone and once you do know someone. So I also see a lot of times people will go on a few dates with someone and automatically get so attached and clingy and obsessive with them. And the issue with this is that you don't know if you really like someone that early on. It takes a couple dates and, some time to really get to know someone. And if you're fixating all of your time and your energy and obsessing over this one person, you might miss out on some great other people too by putting all of your eggs in one basket. And I'm not saying you should be dating like 20 girls at once or going on, a date every day. But I think in the beginning, when you're still dating around and figuring out who you like, what you're into, whatever it is, that you aren't getting so obsessed with them so quick, especially if you don't even know if they like you back. There's no need to rush things. I think that this can often really scare people away. Sometimes if you go on a date with a girl and then you become super obsessive with her right after that date, it's gonna freak her out. So just something to keep in mind. The same thing would be for you guys. If you're going on a date with a girl and she's so obsessed with you, won't leave you alone, she's calling and texting you 24/7, asking you, why won't you hang out with me, and just freaking out, it would be a huge turn off for you, or at least it should be. So think about if you were doing that to someone else, how big of a turn off that would be to them. Keep this in mind, guys. Another aspect of this is being so obsessed with them that you put them up on a pedestal. And this is often the beginning of a very unhealthy relationship when this happens, or it's gonna set you up for disappointment when that person isn't perfect like you've thought they are in your head. So it's just never a good thing to get super obsessive with someone. Focus on you, focus on if you even like them, like I mentioned in the beginning, instead of just wanting it to work out so bad or being so obsessed with them that you think you're gonna marry them tomorrow. That's not a good look. Number 4, we have flirting with other women. I see this a lot too, and I think girls do this often as well with other guys when, they're talking to you or they're on a date with you, because it's like they're trying to impress you or something, but actually it just does the opposite and it makes you look really bad. It's not even a matter of insecurity necessarily, it's a matter of respect, and nobody wants to see the person they're on a date with or the person that they like flirting with other people right in front of them, unless you're in an open relationship and that's like your thing. But most of the time, I would say the majority of the time, the person that you're dating is not going to like that. If someone's on a date with you, it probably means that they want to be there. So keep this in mind too. You don't need to prove yourself or try to get another person's attention to prove something to your date. Like I said, if she's on the date, it's typically because she wants to be there. There's not anything to really show off or prove to her. Number 5 is not texting back, and this just goes into the who can care less game that, so many of these young people are doing now. I see it all the time on TikTok, all this really toxic advice, and it's just a recipe for disaster. You don't have to wait a specific amount of time or plan out a scheduled time to text someone. You should just reply to them naturally and when you feel like it. It shouldn't be a matter of, oh my gosh, okay, he texted me or she texted me, now I have to wait 5 hours to reply so that I don't come across as desperate. And people come up with these like diabolical plans in their heads to manipulate and spin things in a way where it makes you seem like you're not desperate or like you're playing hard to get or something. And when you do those kind of things, it just sets the tone for the rest of the time that you talk to them or the rest of your relationship. You don't want to be with someone who is playing games all the time, and if someone is doing that with you, you should not allow it. Now, on the flip side to this, I'm also not saying that you should be talking to them 24/7 all day, every day. I don't think that's healthy, and I think there should be boundaries so that, this person isn't then expecting this from you all the time, because there are going to be times when you're busy and you're not going to be able to talk all the time. So it's unrealistic to set that kind of standard in the beginning. And this example I'm going to give here goes for men and women. If you just went on a date with someone and you had a really good time, you enjoyed the time that you spent with them, text them after the date and tell them that you had a good time. You don't need to wait until the next day or wait 2 days to talk to her. If anything, that's going to be a turn off. It's not rocket science, and really, guys, genuinely, if you had a good time, just text them and tell them that. The moral of the story for that point is just stop playing all the games. It's not helping anyone. It's making you look stupid and immature. So just be an adult, be mature, and text someone if you like them. And if they aren't reciprocating it, move on. And lastly, number 6, we have being risque a little bit too soon. So this is something that I see definitely more with men that you guys sometimes do. And it's a huge turnoff for women, especially if the woman isn't into that and that's not what the whole entire relationship is set on. So if in the beginning you've agreed that this is just going to be a friends with benefits thing. Maybe you matched on Tinder and it was just for a hookup. That's a totally different story, and that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about you get a girl's number, she's texting you, things are going great, and you've been texting her for a day and you ask her for a photo of her butt cheeks. You guys, she's not gonna wanna text you back. She'll probably block you if she's not into that. If you haven't even met this girl and you're already asking her for nude photos, it's gonna be a huge turn off, and if it was me, I would block your number. So some girls are very into that and you will normally know right away, but let her initiate that with you when she's ready, and if you're not ready, on the contrary, you can just be like, okay, this girl is not for me, she's getting a little too crazy, too saucy too soon, and I'm not into this. So you have to be able to set boundaries, but you don't want to be the guy that comes across as a douchebag or who just wants sex or who is just really inappropriate right off the bat, because you could really miss out on a great girl by doing that. And like I said, if that's just your intention with her, then totally ignore what I'm saying. But if you want to go on a date with her or get to know her, don't ask for a nude photo before you've even met her in person. I think this part of your interaction with her should kind of evolve naturally. It shouldn't be something that you have to force or ask for, really. It should just happen naturally. So just something to consider. I just don't want you guys to come across like you're being very aggressive or get yourself in trouble. So I would just highly recommend not doing this at all. The main point that I want to make with this one is that you should not be doing this before you even meet this person. So if you're messaging her on Instagram or something and you think in your head that sending her a dick pic is a good idea, I'm here to tell you that it's not. All right, guys, that is all I have for 6 brutal dating mistakes that I see you guys make. I hope you all found this helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. Let me know down below if there's anything that you think I missed. I would love to hear some mistakes that you've made, some mistakes you've seen your friends make. I think just leaving those down below would help some other guys in avoiding the mistakes that you've made so they can learn from you instead of learning the hard way. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well, and you have to be following me in order to be entered into my $1,000 watch giveaway with teddybaldastar.com. If you haven't filled that out already, the form is down in the description below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.